Well, this is taking a little bit longer. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to be talking about persuasion today and what goes into convincing someone to think or convincing someone to do something. In your English classes, you have either already started talking about ethos, pathos, logos, or you will be talking about them within the next couple of weeks or within the next week. So what do you want to do when you want to convince your parents of something? What do companies try to do to get you to buy their products? And what do charitable organizations do to try to convince people to donate money? They use the powers of persuasion, and they use 3 different appeals. You have ethos, pathos, and logos. Your ethos appeal is your ethical appeal, and this is where you're establishing credibility and you're creating an authority of the writer or the speaker because you want to make sure that you're establishing trust. You want them to be using, or you want to be using experts and celebrity endorsements. You're looking at really trying to make yourself seem believable to your audience. The example I have down here is according to the American Animal Society, pit bulls are loving dogs, which, when raised well, make great pets. The ethos there, or the credibility there, would be the American Animal Society. Okay, so if it's from the American Animal Society, then you can kind of assume that it's believable. Pathos is the easiest appeal. It's the emotional appeal. It focuses on your heart, emotions, your connections, your hopes, your fears, the guilt that you may have. The example here is in May 2017, a pit bull ran into a burning house and stayed with 3 frightened children. He then barked until firefighters could rescue the children. All 3 would have died if it hadn't been for their pit bull. Okay, so you can see that this person's appeal is talking about these kids that would have died and this pit bull saved them. So you're focusing on someone's emotions. People fear house fires. People fear losing their children. And if you can associate that with a pit bull, then you're more likely to buy into what that person is saying. Pathos is the easiest one, I think most of you will find. Logos is your logical appeal, and this is where you're using facts and statistics to kind of craft your argument. This is a really interesting one because if you like numbers, this is the one that you'll probably see. So if you see numbers, it's probably logos. Each year, 1.2 million dogs are euthanized. Approximately 40% of these are pit bulls, which means that nearly 500,000 pit bull type dogs are killed in shelters annually. Again, they're using statistics there, 40%, 500,000, 1.2 million. So it is kind of appealing in the fact that you have these numbers to kind of back up your argument. Okay. This isn't something that you are just getting into. Okay. You're looking at quoted words with your ethical appeals. With the emotional appeal, it's talking about that extreme and absolute language. And then the logical appeals, those numbers and statistics. Okay. You already saw this PSA. Okay. If you haven't, we're going to watch it again. I want you to think about how are ethos, pathos, and logos used.
Look around you. 1 in 4 kids in the U.S. faces hunger. It's not always easy to see the signs, but in this land of plenty, there are kids that don't know where they will get their next meal. Join Share Our Strength and Food Network and take the pledge to end childhood hunger here in America by 2015. Learn how at NoKidHungry.org. Their next meal could come from you.
All right. So how is ethos applied to this? If you said the Food Network, the .org, and the No Hungry Kid or No Kid Hungry pledge, and also that famous actor Jeff Bridges, that would be the ethos appeal that they're using. How did they use pathos? The personal connections and the fears, hopes, and dreams. If you said they use children, then you are spot on. You had the sad children, you're feeling bad for them, they don't have enough food, they don't know where the food is coming from. That is pathos appeal. And then logos, at the very beginning, they had numbers and statistics about how many children go without food, how many children don't know where the next meal is coming from. So you have those numbers there, and they're all trying to persuade you to take the pledge so that you donate money. Here we've got some advertisements here, okay, thinking about the ethos, pathos, and logos. Okay, this one right here, again, mostly pathos. They've got the handwriting. They're talking about children. But down here, oops, if I could get that little thingy to go on. You'll notice in the bottom right-hand corner, it's got some ethos there, establishing that credibility. And then over in the car ad, you've got environmentally safe keys or cars, and they're using this image here of the Sahara and these wild animals. That's your pathos appeal. You have here, turn on your adventure. They're connecting it to you. They want you to have this adventure. Okay, they're talking about logos here with 620 miles per single tank. Then you've got your ethos here, okay, with the Volkswagen brand. Okay, start thinking about how these ads here are using ethos, pathos logos. Pathos, clearly crying baby. Okay, logos, believe it or not, are these sale coupons, logos. Okay, and the ethos would be here using Pampers, okay, as the brand name. Over here, you've got Ethos, this guy here, famous athlete, celebrity endorsement, okay, may reduce injury by up to 60%. That's also pathos and logos. That number 60% is kind of key, but also it's playing up your fear of getting injured. Buy these new sneakers, okay? Yeah, I'd love to see all of you dunk like that at some point. Okay, so there you have Ethos, Pathos, Logos. I hope that it's a refresher for you. If not, then you'll be prepared for your next English class. Best of luck to you.